In this video, we will learn about consumer behavior and its importance in marketing. With the help of practical examples, we try to make it easier for you to visualize the real-life situations. So let's quickly begin. So, what is consumer behavior? According to the American Marketing Association, consumer behavior refers to the study of how customers satisfy their needs and wants by choosing, purchasing, using and disposing of goods and services. In simple words, it helps you to understand how a customer makes decisions about buying or using a product or service. For example, if you need to buy a soap, you have to visit your nearest supermarket. There you will find an entire aisle of different brands of soaps, like Dove, Pears, Lux, Nivea, etc. And different types of soaps like antiseptic, fragrance or Ayurvedic that you can choose from. So out of all the products, you pick one from a particular brand and of a particular type. Let's say you chose a soap from Dove. So instead of choosing a soap from any of its competitors like Pears, Nivea or Lux, you chose to buy from this particular brand for a reason. This behavior of a consumer buying products from brand X instead of brand Y is what we are going to look into and understand what are the factors that are responsible for this decision-making process. So before we begin, there's a major difference between a customer and a consumer that you should know before starting this chapter. A customer is the one who's purchasing the goods, or the buyer, and a consumer is the one who's actually using the goods, that is, the end user. For example, on your mother's birthday, you purchase a car as a gift to her. Here, you are the customer and your mother is the consumer or the end user of this car. You bought this car for someone else to use. So, sometimes the things we buy are not always for our own use only. We often buy things for others and there must have been a reason why we choose to buy a particular product over any other. For instance, let's say you chose to buy an SUV car from Hyundai and not from any other brand. Your choice of going for an SUV over a hatchback or a sedan and your choice of the brand Hyundai over any of their competitors like Tata, Maruti, Mahindra is influenced by certain factors and conditions. Before we jump into these factors, it is necessary to understand why consumer behavior is so important in the field of marketing. So, let's dig in. Importance of consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is studied in marketing in order to understand the psychology and buying behavior of their customers, make or develop a product or service that fulfills the needs of the consumers and come up with an effective product marketing strategy that influences the customers to buy their product rather than buying from its competitors. Companies who fail to understand the behavior of its consumers have a high chance of failure in the marketplace. So why is consumer behavior so important in the field of marketing? Number 1. Designing production policies. One of the most important things is to decide what product or service is to be created. Consumer behavior gives an insight to the needs, preferences, likes and dislikes of a consumer, which helps in designing the best product or service to cater the needs of the consumer. Number 2. Price policies. At the time of production, the price of the product or service is to be decided. Consumer behavior gives an insight to how much the consumers are willing to pay for that particular product or service. Generally, moderate to cheap priced products are more likely to have greater sales, but in some cases consumers may choose to go for higher priced products to eventually save in the long run. For example, there are several brands in the market selling a refrigerator at similar prices. Now, mostly we will buy the product that is the cheapest among its competitors, but sometimes we also buy the product which is comparatively better in features like lower annual electricity consumption at a slightly higher price. Let's say there is a brand that offers a fridge at 15,000 rupees and another brand with similar features at 18,000. Now, normally consumers will go for the cheapest one on the list, but if the fridge priced at 18,000 rupees consumes 30% less electricity than the fridge priced at 15,000 rupees, consumers may spend 3,000 rupees more on the purchase and then save on electricity bill in the long term. Number 3. Market opportunities. The demand for a product, market trends, etc. can be identified with the help of consumer behavior, which then can be applied to achieve its maximum sales potential. For example, if there is a trend in the market for smartphones with 5G technology and an increasing demand for the same, companies manufacturing smartphones can benefit from this trend by launching a 5G smartphone in the market. Number 4. Implement market segmentation, targeting and positioning strategies. Market segmentation is the process of dividing prospective consumers into different groups depending on factors like demographics, needs, interests, etc. Targeting refers to the selection of potential customers, segmentation of market, choosing which segments of the market are appropriate and determining the products that will be offered in each segment. Positioning refers to the ability to influence a consumer's perception regarding a brand or product. It is used to establish an image of the brand or the product in the target customer's minds. Hey, if you're finding this video useful so far, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Let's get back to the video. Number 5. Designing marketing mix. Marketing mix is the set of actions or tactics that a company uses to promote its brand or product. The 4 P's of marketing mix: product, price, place and promotion can be determined with the help of consumer behavior and implemented in the marketing process effectively to achieve the best results. Number 6. Highly diverse consumer preferences. In the market, there are millions of consumers. With the diversification of the marketplace, the consumers' preferences have diversified too. For example, there are hundreds of brands offering a denim jeans. There are different fits, colors, shades, wash, pattern, etc. Now, different consumers have different style preferences. Some people like to wear skinny fit jeans, while some people like to wear the regular fit or most popularly called boyfriend fit jeans. Some people like the clean look, while some people like the distressed look on a jeans. By dividing the consumers into groups, brands produce products that matches the need of each segment of their consumers. Number 7. Understanding various roles of consumers. There are various roles that are played by the consumers in the consumer decision-making process. These roles are initiator or the one who initiates the need of a product, influencer or the one who has previously used the product and is now influencing another person to buy the same, decider or the one who actually decides whether the product would be purchased or not, buyer or the one who pays for the product, user or the one who actually uses the product. Let's understand this taking your family as an example. Suppose you need to buy a phone. Here you are the initiator. Your elder sister is the influencer who recommends you to go for the OnePlus brand. Your mother decides whether you should buy the phone or not, and your father pays for it. By understanding these roles, companies decide how to market their products to each of these family members. Number 8. Consumer satisfaction. If the product is designed keeping the consumer's needs and preferences as primary account, it matches or exceeds the consumer's expectations and overall experience, results in high customer satisfaction. One of the most important motives of a company is to yield higher customer satisfaction, and this is fruitful in the long term. For example, if a consumer is satisfied with the product, that is the smartphone, they will recommend or influence others to buy it, and this also affects the brand image as the consumers will then prefer products from that particular brand over its competitors. So that's consumer behavior for you. Part 2 of consumer behavior will soon be available on this channel. In the second part, we will talk about the factors that are influencing the consumer's behavior. If you find this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in learning about business, marketing, career and jobs. Please comment below with your suggestions and the business topics that you think should be made easy. Help my channel grow while I help you with business. See you in the next video.